And of course, the young people of India will have a special role. This is all for them. Our Prime Minister is not talking about 2047 because he will be active in politics.
Hello and Namaste. I'm Sharmeen Thomas with Indoz TV, bringing you the best of events in Brisbane. Today we're at the Consulate General of India here in Milton, welcoming the Hon'ble Minister Mr. Jayant Chaudhary from the Government of India. He is the Minister of State for Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. What is it that brings Mr. Chaudhary here to Australia? We're here to find out just that at this beautiful community reception hosted by the Consulate General. Now with Mr. Abhishek Sharma and Sachin. Abhishek, you are the President of Bharatiya Samaj Brisbane, and Sachin, you are the Vice President. An event like this that's brought such an honourable minister from India, what do you think it means for the business community here in Brisbane?
Actually, it's a great honour to have Minister Shri Jayant Chaudhary ji, who's actually a Minister of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. So his grandfather, as we all know, was the former Prime Minister of India, and the work that Jayant ji has done, especially in the youth empowerment and bringing millions of skills in India and developing, that's actually a very good initiative. And being a migrant from India, it's actually an honor to have him here in Brisbane. And we are really honored to have him here and looking forward to meet him soon.
मेरे साथ है Mr. Ali Riaz, who is the President of the Indian Muslim Association of Queensland and a real estate by profession. Ali ji, someone like Shri Jayant Chaudhary visiting Brisbane, do you think that's a big deal for the business and cultural community?
Yes, it is. It's a big deal, especially for Indian diaspora, the connection between India and Australia in terms of economical terms, and then any business or any diaspora thing, that's a great thing. And nice to see here a lot of people from Indian diaspora, they're here. And I was going through the internet and Googling about Jayant Chaudhary. He was born in America, and he is a very qualified person. So it's nice to see him today.
And that's right. I think definitely the fact that he is not born in India, evokes a lot of curiosity and, his entire journey. We're going to be interacting with him shortly as well. But thank you so much for sharing your views with us.
Thank you so much.
मेरे साथ है Karthik Elangovan, who is the President of the Tamil Association, and Preeta, you're part of the team as well. Karthik, I'm going to be doing a bit of a rapid fire with all our wonderful community and business leaders here today. If you had to ask Shri Jayant ji a question, what would that be?
The question from my side, as in from the Tamil community, I would ask, being a Minister for Skills and Training and Development, how do we get engaged with the individual state governments as well, as in collaborating with the skills from what we gain from here as an Indian Australian? How do we take those skills back to India, and how do we motivate with those skills for students in India? Because there's a lot of universities across, so we need to take those skills, whatever we developed as an industry experts, back into those universities, speaking to the students and motivating them. Those will be, because we spend thousands and thousands of dollars attending webinars and whatnot. So we can volunteer our time to go there and spend some time with the students and educate them.
Sachin, if you had to ask Jayant ji a question, what would that be?
How does he do so many things at such a young age? He's fairly young minister, one of the youngest, I guess. But I think what he does at this age is phenomenal. So how does he do it? How does he get that energy to empower other people, I guess.
That's great. You know what? I'm going to ask him that question for you. I'm sure he's got some great millennial energy. Well, thank you so much for joining
Thank
us
you,
today.
Sharmeen. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any work that you do directly with the state government?
I don't do any work directly to the state government, but my side of work is very relevant to the federal government. So my side of work is I investigate on serious financial crimes and I report to the intel. So that intel is shared across the federal government, state government, and all other agencies, and also with outside Australian jurisdictions as well. Some intelligence may get shared to India. Don't know, but again, it's something very unique and niche market. I'm quite happy to share with the students.
मेरे साथ है डॉक्टर तानिया उन्नी जो कि एक डर्मेटोलॉजिस्ट है फ्रॉम द गोल्ड कोस्ट. तानिया, what brings you here to the community reception? What are you hoping to take away?
I'm really excited and looking forward to, of course, meeting a most awaited dignitary, Mantri, and also not just that, to understand where are we heading towards in India. And it's such an amazing time for all of us. We're all watching India very carefully because our roots are there, and not only that, we are entrepreneurial. So, for example, like I've got a brand that's in UAE. My next destination is India, and I want to see how we can also contribute positively towards Indian economy, and then build that rapport, build that relationship, and be proud of our Indian roots. So I'm really looking forward to hearing everything what the Mantri has to say.
Prita, what are you hoping to take away from this community reception here tonight?
I would particularly like to know how women can be empowered in leaders, and how we are going to actually have that opportunity or equal opportunity to grow as well. That's my big takeaway from representing from Hemisphere. Yeah, that will be my big takeaway from here.
Wonderful. Prita and Karthik, thank you so much for joining us on Indoz TV. Thank you. Tanya, JNG is part of our millennial generation. So I think there's a lot of hope for all of us here. Thank you so much for sharing your message with us.
Thank you, and yeah, I'm very excited and we look forward to this.
मेरे साथ है मनीष सैनी जी जो कि ICGC के प्रेसिडेंट है. ICGC is the Indian community of Gold Coast. Manish, what an honor to be here at a reception. ऐसी जो reception है ब्रिस्बेन के लिए तो बहुत बड़ी बात है.
Actually, that's true. It's a very great, I can say, जब से CGI खुला है यहाँ पे, और हम वेरी प्राउड फील कर रहे हैं कि अब इस तरह की हमें काफ़ी एक्टिविटीज़ यहाँ पे होने रही हैं, और स्टेट गवर्नमेंट अपनी जो है या नेशनल जो इंडियन सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट है वहाँ के जो मिनिस्टर्स हैं वो यहाँ पे उनका विजिट्स हो रहा है, तो ब्रिस्बेन इज़ कमिंग ऑन द मैप नाउ.
Absolutely. What do you think the ministers of India need to know about Queensland and the people here and the Indian diaspora?
Look, actually it's a very good question. The answer is that Queensland has really got a lot of a great opportunity. जिस तरह से the Olympic Games are coming up very soon, 2032. There are a lot of projects going around. There's a lot of job booms are going on, or university-wise as well. People really, as I say, Brisbane is really coming. कि वो map पे अब दिख रहा है कि Brisbane में Olympics आ रहे हैं. So it's a very good timing actually to bring this relation into actually live as a good friend relation.
Thank you so much, Manish, for sharing your views with us. Thank you. And only Shri Jayant Chaudhary. I just want to say I loved your speech, very candid. I love how you commented कि आपके पहले जो मिश्रा जी बात कर रहे थे बड़ी शुद्ध हिंदी में बात कर रहे थे, and then you came and just really flowed everyone in a very relatable manner. I know you have time for just one question, so I'm going to ask you, between your trip to Melbourne, TAFE, Brisbane, UQ, and your interaction with the Indian community here in Brisbane and probably Melbourne, what's your biggest takeaway going back home?
I think Indian diaspora in Australia has achieved recognition. There's a lot of respect for the kind of work that they're doing across sectors. You have farmers here, you have young students here, you have young small entrepreneurs who come and establish their own businesses or funded businesses or bought over businesses. Then of course in hospitality, in your healthcare, engineering, IT, those are the kind of traditional buckets where Indian professionals and experts have contributed to Australian society. So whether you're a citizen of Australia or you're a person of Indian origin and you're here for work, I think it is good to recognize that you're working hard. Your work ethic is being recognized and there's a lot of respect for the kind of skills you bring on. Australian government is very keen to encourage more skilled migration coming in. And in fact, the MATES program that they launched recently and also the long-term work and holiday program, which is also an innovative program, are good pathways for skilled professionals, young people who want to come to Australia for them to come and contribute. And also our partnership has now become, it's a strategic partnership, comprehensive strategic partnership. And there are 11 rounds of conversation on after ECTA on what the migration will be. So at the policy level, at the G2G level, there is a lot of strength in that relationship. It is a vibrant relationship. On trade, there's been a lot of progress. And on people to people, with our history, with our cultural ties, with our sporting ties, there's a lot of excitement going
I was
forward.
just going to say that when you said there's a 11 segment thing, I said 11 to cricket ki team hoti hai, and you mentioned sporting.
Team aane wali hai वापस यहाँ tournament. I'm sure a lot of the Aussie supporters and Indian supporters will be there in number. The takeaway for me is that I had come here for a purpose. It's been a short program, compressed program. It was all organized in very short notice, but they've been very vibrant exchanges. And at the highest level, I've had interactions. I met Hon'ble Minister Andrew Giles. I just had a meeting today with Minister Bates. And of course, exchanges with TAF. And the focus of our visit was to create a center of excellence back home in India, where the Australians could come on board as a knowledge partner. Their institutions, their capacity in VET, their space, their history in VET is also well recognized. So once they come on board as a partner, it will also make skilling aspirational for our Indian youth.
Do I have time for one more question, sir? Thank you. Being a third generation politician, someone who was born in the US, you studied in India and you did your higher studies at the London School of Economics, and you're working in the midst of India, which is, a massive country to operate. Two questions. One is, what is the legacy that you would like to leave behind? And two, what is your biggest message for the Indian youth, both in India and overseas?
Well, both those questions are quite, wide. I could speak for hours on that.
We wish you could.
So you're right. I think India is a modern country. And India is fast changing. There's a lot of social flux. We are a fast growing economy. We are now aiming to be the third largest. For the first time, we have a government that is talking about India becoming a developed country. So these are ambitious things, and they require the support of various communities, various things to click together, for the federal government to work in coordination and cooperation with the state governments. Everyone needs to understand their role in this. And of course, the young people of India will have a special role. This is all for them. Our Prime Minister is not talking about 2047 because he will be active in politics. He is concerned about the youth, the development of our youth. And he's given a special thrust to skilling. You can see whether it's from the Red Fort, whether it's an exchange, it's a trade agreement between two countries where India is embarking on a special relationship. Skills is at the forefront of that conversation. And it's very important. So I'll just tell young people to constantly reevaluate themselves. When we were studying in school, there used to be a question that used to be asked. Bade hoke kya banoge? Doctor banoge? Some used to say engineer banunga. Some ambitious young kid would say, main astronaut banunga. So now, instead of thinking of what you want to become, you have to think about what are the skills that you can gain. Not just about professions. Because in this fast-changing world with AI, with disruptive technologies, the pace of adoption of those technologies, the landscape for employment and job creation is changing very fast. So a lot of these buckets and old concepts of what is a skill set for a profession is going to change. Therefore, young people need to look at the skill sets, and the skill sets are in demand. And as far as legacy, Chaudhary Charan Singh is a tall leader. He's someone I've taken inspiration from. And I take great pride that the government of India, this government gave him the Bharat Ratna. Thank you.
थैंक यू सो मच जयंत जी, अप्रिशिएट योर टाइम। तो जैसे कि आपने देखा, ब्रिस्बेन ने बड़े धूमधाम से श्री जयंत सिंह चौधरी का स्वागत किया है एट दिस ब्यूटीफुल कम्युनिटी रिसेप्शन दैट वाज अटेंडेड बाय लीडर्स ऑफ द इंडियन बिजनेस community as well as the cultural community. It's been a fantastic evening. People have shared their views. Jayant ji said he came here with a goal and he's going back with full marks. So much to look out for as far as the Indian diaspora and the Australia-India relations are concerned. And what's of interest to us, of course, is the relationship between Queensland and India. Thank you so much for joining us at Indoz TV. I'm Sharmeen Thomas, signing